Okay, hey there, YouTubers. This is the first YouTube I've ever done, so I hope I'm doing this right. This is all about how, like, this wonderful city of Portland has turned into a backstabbing. I don't even know. They say one thing, do another, and this is a perfect example of how nobody ever says what they mean or what they feel. They just do some stuff that is just, it's underhanded and dirty. Now, start this out by, this spot that I'm getting ready to show you was a homeless camp. It was a messy homeless camp. And actually, I know the people that lived in that homeless camp. There's some good friends of mine. But they're messy, and they're very non-respectable of the people in this neighborhood. And so I don't disagree with that they had to make the move and everything, because it was very unsightly. There's, as you can see here, I'll show you. See, there's some rig caps there. I don't know if you can see them in the picture. I actually just saw a syringe over here. Oh yeah, right there. A little dirty syringe right there. So don't get me wrong when I say this. I don't agree with the people that are, I would call actually some friends of mine. I have spoke to them about this myself and said, look, come on, you guys, what in the world? Just because you're homeless doesn't mean that everybody else has to deal with your crap. And I say that to all the homeless, that just because you're homeless, people don't have to deal with your crap. And I'm homeless due to a fire 3 years ago, still waiting on State Farm, to pay what they should have paid in recouping my losses. But it's put me in a position where I now get to see life in a different angle. Now, this is a very nice neighborhood. It's by the college there at PSU. It's very, very nice, upscale, up on the hill, and not talking down to anybody or anything. Because you are affluent, I think that the dirty little games that do play, like the one I'm getting ready to show you here, are absolutely ridiculous. You have it good. You have a place that you get to go home to every night. And granted, some of these people have made choices in which, they create their own situation of being homeless, I mean. So with that being said, let me show you. See all these beautiful ribbons, and see that new little rose bush there, and that little new rose bush, and that one, and that one, and that one, and that one, and here, let's go. Oh, look at all this fertilizer here, and oh, look at this pokey plant. I don't even know what that is. And that one, and this. Now we're gonna get up here. This is where, so you can see these are freshly dug in. Okay, made sure to fertilize the other pokey plants. Oh, look at that! Isn't that a pokey little sucker? Woo! See? Look at that. That's how we spread fertilizer, eh, folks? Just. That's probably a little on the overdone side, I would say, which is not economically not well, as well as environmentally toxic. There's a brand new little rose bush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, in the midst of this, I just thought, oh yeah, look right here. See all these little, used syringe caps and things like that. And really, truth be told, this is actually where my friend's camp was. So I'm going to show them this video of drug bags, and I don't know them to do drugs, but obviously something is going on, and I will discuss that with my friends at the appropriate time here, and that will be very soon. So I'm not in any way advocating that my friends should have been allowed to stay here, because they disrespected the neighborhood and these people and themselves and all the people that go by on the highway here. That's just not the way to live. That's just not the way to do things. Like, I don't know if you can see that camp. My phone doesn't zoom in very well. Anyway, Anyhow, that's another disrespectful camp. You know, people need to be able to live, but they don't need to be able to live like this, because that's just not respectful. But that being said, so that anybody doesn't think that I'm standing for the awful, dreaded homeless, I am, but I'm not, because the homeless that give a crap about other human beings, I do give a care about. Hey, look at that, there's a dime. Now, so we've got all these roses, all these fresh planted roses, along with all these other little stickery bushes and things. And, you know, like I say, more of them all the way down the hillside. You know, this must have taken people a long time to get this, you know, all planted, and you know, they don't fertilize anything over here because they probably ran out of fertilizer over there because they didn't use a fertilizer spreader. And I think that should be brought up, because all that extra is going to run right off here and going to head right into the river and right straight into the ocean. So for all the environmentalists that were involved in this, you know, grand little deal they did here, because these are obviously, you know, going to be beautiful roses. And the part that even got me to say anything about this is this right here. Portland, the city of roses. In my firm belief, these roses were not planted here solely for the purpose of the beautification of this highway on-ramp. It was so there'd be pokey, sticky, hurtful bushes so that nobody could find a place to put another tent, because by God, we're not going to have it in our neighborhood. But you'll have this in your neighborhood. You will spend our money, our tax dollars, I'm sure, went somewhere in this, for somebody to just lazily do things just so they could quickly rush in here and make it so that nobody could be here. Look, people, I'm homeless. Okay? I work every day. I work hard. I pay my money into this town. I support the local businesses as much as anybody else. You know, I buy local. I support good environmental conservation. But this is just hateful people getting even, in my opinion. Now, do they have the right to be mad? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because those things that I saw over there, and that's why I chose this spot specifically, because I do know those people, and I will go to those people and I will talk to them as other people should have. But no, everybody is in this, you know, we don't confront, you know, call the police, let them deal with it. Well, you know what, the police are beating people half to death over crap like that because they're so frustrated and burned out over handling stupid stuff that is just, whether you call a homeless person your neighbor or not, they're in your town. We live here. A lot of us were born in Portland. Okay, I myself was not. But I know a lot of people that are homeless that were born right here in Portland. And you know, if all the money that you spent on this, I'm sure you could have taken one homeless person, giving them some job training, help them figure out the brokenness in their life that maybe has brought them to drug addiction. You know, all the energy it took to make sure that nobody can be here again. This is Portland, people. We're supposed to be loving on each other. And it's getting bad. It's like the rest of the world. Everybody is just divided. It's like us against them. You know what? I was them. I paid my taxes. I paid my insurance. But you know what? Those scumbags are designed to rob you. That's a completely different topic for a different post if it ever happens. But this to me is just exactly what I'm talking about. Portland has become. Portland, the city of roses. Oh, I mean, Portland, the place where you're not welcome if you don't have one of those. And it really sucks. Because I like Portland. And I really like a lot of the people in Portland that I've met. From homeless to business owners to, everybody's frustrated. Nobody knows what to do. But whatever you do, don't smile in somebody's face when that's not what you mean. It's just wrong. Anyway, misfit number one, that's me. I'm no better than anybody. Just stating my opinion. I didn't point anybody out. I hope, well, yeah, I did. Us against them against us, and I don't want it that way. I want to live in Portland. I like it here. And I work hard every day to get one day closer to not being out here. It's snowing, it's cold, and I want another one of those one day.